Welcome to Beginner HIIT 3.4. I'm really quickly going to go over today's exercises so you can get the necessary equipment available. We're going to be doing, for the first lower body movement, a step up. So a high chair if you're more advanced and if you're more familiar with a good step up position, or a low stable bench. So what the movement looks like, if you're choosing a low stable bench, again, make sure it's stable. You're going to have one foot on the bench. You're going to drive the knee up and then come down. Drive the knee up, then come down. The top leg is your working leg. When you're coming up to the top, you're really trying to squeeze through the glute. We're going to do 20 repeats per side. So if I felt comfortable, I really want to push myself, but I know I'm familiar with this movement, then I would take it to a nice high step up. That's what I'm going to show in this actual video, doing it off a nice high chair like this. The higher the elevation, the more challenging it is. So please choose whatever's appropriate to you, and as well, the safe piece of equipment. Okay, so the push-up variation that we're going to do today, I'm going to give you two options. For both options, we're doing, your one knee is going to be on the ground, other leg is extended. We'll be doing this on both sides. Hands nice and close underneath the body, and you're doing 6 closed grip push-ups. So that's the same with either version. Shoulders pulled back, elbows tight to the body. So 6 of those. Then your option in between is to push up into a push-up position with that knee that's still lifted. You're going to do little running man. You can either do 3 slow, 1, 2, 3, drop that knee and you're into another set of push-ups, or you can do 6 quick running man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 5 running man, and then back into your push-ups. So I'm just going to show you, excuse my watch here, beeps when I am in a push-up position. I'm just going to show you what that sequence looks if I'm doing the quick running man with the push-ups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, knee drops, 6 push-ups, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back up. Back leg goes on the ground. Knee drives to my chest, and another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running mans. Knee drops down. 6 close grip push-ups. Slow option. If I want to do the slow running man, once I'm here, back toe goes down, knee drives up, and I go 1, 2, 3, and then back into my push-up. The key thing is that you want to make sure you're doing your push-ups with the opposite knee on the ground. What you want to do is you don't want to have your chin-up bar ready, and you're going to get your bench or your step in front of that chin-up bar. So the assumption is that if you're doing beginner videos, you're not quite capable of doing a full chin-up yet. So what you're going to do is you're going to place one foot on the chair to give your body assistance. You're going to push yourself up using both, pulling with the arms and pushing with the leg, and then on the way down, you're going to try to use as much force or impetus from your upper body as you can. So we're going up and slow, trying to take 2 to 3 seconds down. So that's going to be our upper. If you do not have the chin-up bar, but you still want to do the other movements, with the exception of not doing the chin-up, then your chin-up variation is to do our posture presses into the wall. So again, this week we're on those posture presses. So you're pushing into the wall, 1, 2, 3, release, push back into the wall, 1, 2, 3, release. Do that 5 times, 5 little pushes into the wall, where you're actively pulling your hands away, then pushing in, and then you're doing your whatever burpee variation feels comfortable for you. Let's up it to 10 of those. So 5 posture pushes and 10 little burpee variation. So let's get into the actual workout. Have your chair or whichever item you're going to be doing relatively close by, what you're going to be doing the step-ups on, have that close by. And let's get started into our warm-up. So let's just start with a little easy jog on the spot. We need to make sure we get our muscles warm before we actually launch into the harder work. And let's go stepping forward and back over top of an imaginary line, leading with the right foot, forward and back, forward and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the other side. So again, just a quick reminder how these HIIT 3 workouts work is that I'm going to show you your new exercises today. We're going to go through a series, one set together. We're going to time it. That'll be our benchmark for the following week. You're going to do that new series of exercises, just take it to a little jump. You can do that new series of exercises anywhere between 2 to 4 times today. Then leave yourself enough time for the final set. We'll go back and repeat last week's HIIT 3 exercises to see if we can beat last week's time. So every week you're kind of seeing if you're improving just a little bit, or at least maintaining your fitness level. Small little jumps. 3 more. 2 and 1. And take it into an easy back lunge and step forward. Back lunge. Let's just talk a little bit about our knee in the step up position or lunge position. Whenever you're doing a step up or with 1 foot forward like we are in a lunge, you're thinking about the knee. Make sure it's tracking over top of that second toe, not collapsed in. So when we do our step ups, I'll remind you to look at that. Look for that. Making sure you're in good alignment. Hips should be relatively square as well, not off to the side. And let's add a little bit of a reach. Back lunge and reach. Back lunge and reach. Back lunge and reach. Take the back knee right down to the ground and reach your arms up and lower down. Reach your arms up and lower down. Now we're getting really nice and deep into that back hip flexor. 2 more here. Last one. Place the hands on the side of the thigh. Lift the back knee up, bring it back an inch or 2, and shift your bum backwards. So now we're getting a nice stretch through the hamstring and in through the calf maybe a little bit. I'm going to do 3 more of those. 1, 2. So remember, your right leg is back here. 3, that'll come important in a second. Shift your weight forward, bring your back leg back in, and go back into another couple backwards lunges. This time, hands behind your head, and add a little bit of a twist. Sorry, I twisted to the wrong side there. You want to twist towards your front leg. So I'm twisting towards my front leg. 2 more. So I want you to end up with your left leg in a back lunge. Drop it right down to the ground, and we'll repeat on the other side. Reach and lower. Reach and lower. And 2 more here. Last one. Hands go on either side. Plant your chest on your thigh. Lift your back leg up. Bring it back just a couple of inches. Shift your hips back and release forward. Shift your hips back and release forward. And again, back. Release forward 1 more time. Back. And release forward. Hands go on the inside of your leg. Swing that leg around. Toes tuck under. Lift the hips up. Roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Little front back steps again. Keeping the blood pumping. Right leg lead. 4, 3. A little bit quicker if you can. And switch left leg lead. 1, 2, 3. 1 for 10. And shifting over to a wall. If you need the wall, do this for assistance. If you can do this in free space, that's fine too. Cross 1 leg over top of the other. Little glute stretch. A little bit of a run. So you end up switching to the other leg. Run, 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 run. And then little glute stretch. Again, if you choose to do this without the wall and you have enough balance to do so, go ahead. However, check in with the body. Are you doing this and do you feel a stretch in through the glute area? So on this side, I should feel it here. If you're working so hard to maintain your balance and you can't feel the stretch, then I would go back and hands against the wall. 2 more. Last one. Good. Okay. Into a push-up position. Drop down on your knees. Push-up. 1 push-up. Push-up position. Walk your feet in into a bit of an inchworm. Push your hips back. Really push back, back, back. Getting a nice stretch in your calves. Come back down. Knees go down. Push up. Back into a nice plank position. Walk your feet up. Push under the heels of your hands. Push, 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 push. Nice stretch there. Drop down to your knees, tuck your toes under. Fingertips walk forward. Walking over to one side. Getting a nice stretch along the side body. And then over to the other side. Okay, about to get started into HIIT 3.4 beginner version. So let's make sure you've got your step in place. I'm going to do it facing you. Again, make sure it's a nice stable. Okay, so we're ready to start today's HIIT 3.4. Interesting little thing happened. My son woke up from his nap, so you might see my son darting in and out, but we're going to see if I can still shoot the video. And we'll go from there. I may have to edit it. Who knows? We'll see what happens. So, starting with 20 step-ups per leg. Time starting for our first series of HIIT 3.4. And go. So we've got 20 step-ups. Thinking about as you do your step-ups, again, if you've chosen to go on a lower bench, that's fine. Make sure your full foot is on that bench. Your knee is tracking right in line with your hip. It's not collapsing inward. Tracking in line with your hip and about your second to third toe. You're trying to make sure that you're really, there goes Jake, you're really making sure that you're trying to make your top leg work. You're trying to push minimally off that bottom leg. Doing 20 reps. 20 reps per leg. Heart rate should be going pretty good. And as well, you should really feel this left leg working really, really hard. 4 more reps. 1, 2, 3. Good job, buddy. 4. Switching over to the other side. 20 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Full extension at the top. So you're trying to squeeze your glute. 7, 8. Try not to let yourself just collapse right down either. You're working a little bit on the way down. Thinking about that knee tracking, both up and down. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. 20 per side. Move your chair out of the way, but keep it relatively close. Here's our push-up variation. So what you're going to do is you're going to get into a push-up position. Knee's going to drive 6 times. So we're doing a little running man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop whichever knee is up onto the ground. So we're going to do 7 of those. Lift the back leg up, and you're doing 6 push-ups. Close grip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back into a knee drive position 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back leg goes up. It should have been 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back into your knee drive position 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right knee goes down. Left back leg up. Close grip. Diving push-ups. 2, 3. Elbows in tight. 4, 5, 6. Back into that knee drive position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left knee goes down. Right leg up. 1. Kind of like a close grip dive bomber push-up. 3, 4, 5, 6. And on to our last exercise. So we're going to take that chair over to our chin-up bar. And we're going to do 8 of these aside. So let's start with our left leg up. We're going to boost ourselves up. 1, 2, 3, down. Boost. 1, 2, 3. Boost. 1, 2, 3. Boost. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Switch over to the other side. Boost. 1, 2, boost. Almost there. Really try to use as much of your upper body if you can, as you can. 3 to go. 1. Set your shoulders as you come down. Last one. longer circuit. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. So now go back and do that another 1 to 3 times, and then meet me back and we'll do our last circuit, which will be last week's HIIT 3.3. So now we're back into to do complete our workout. We're doing one set of last week's HIIT 3.3 exercises. So just a quick review, what we're doing is a combination of squat jumps into skater hops, totaling 30 apiece. Then we are doing our modified Spider-Man push-up. So that's where we do a push-up knee drive, and then side step, side step. We're doing a total of 6 of those. And then what you're going to need to do if you are using your chin-up setup is to put it back down to a position where you're working more of the horizontal chin-up. So in this case, for me, I've added these little handles. And we're doing a total of 25. And we're going from low, we're taking 5 different positions. Low, a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher, finishing off our sequence, just so we can finish a complete 25. So you kind of vary that up as you need to. So let's get started. We're going to see if we can beat our 3 minutes and 12 seconds. So starting off with our squat jump series. Here we go. Squat jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into skater hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squat jumps again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, buddy. 1, 2. We got a repertoire of toys here. 4, 5. Squat jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is challenging my multitasking skills. 2, 3, 4, 5. Squat jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squat jumps. Skater hops. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Skater hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into our push-up position. And we've got our series of 6. So we've got 1. Then side step, side step. That's 1 right there. We've got 6 of those. Knee drive, side step, side step. Going as deep as you feel comfortable. Let's start with the other lead leg this time. That's a total of 3. Knee drive. Side step. Keeping up that pace, 2 more. Knee drive. Side step. The last one, knee drive. Side step. Finishing off, going to our pull-ups. So start down in almost a horizontal position. 5 repetitions if you can, true horizontal. Make sure you're squeezing those shoulder blades as you pull in. Remember, if you don't have this piece of equipment, feel free to do the burpee and wall posture option. I walked up just a little bit further. 4, 5. A little bit further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more steps up. 1. I'm almost vertical here. 2, 3, 4, 5. If I need to, come up a little bit further. Not much more room to go. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's check out the time. 2 minutes and 44 seconds. So beat our last time by just under 30 seconds. Great job. Okay, so we're going to do our cool down here. Jake's going to be in the picture helping us. Take your hand, go 90 degrees up against that wall, getting a nice stretch. Remember, the option that we gave you here was to have the hand down in a lower position. Getting a nice stretch in through the shoulder and or chest. Low or high hand option. Hey, buddy. How's it going, sweetie? switch over to the other side. And hand up against the wall. Again, you're doing the low or the high chest stretch option. And Jake's going to do some pull-ups as well. Good job, Eddie. You want to do that in the camera? Want to do your pull-ups in the camera? I'll move out of the way so you guys can see Jake. My clients will enjoy that. So bring one foot into figure four position, either at just above or below the knee, whatever feels comfortable, and reach towards the extended leg. If you can grab the toe, great. If not, that's fine. Just reach as far as you feel comfortable and hold. How's that juice, buddy? All right. I'm going to do a stretch as well. I'll do a stretch for the camera. You can do figure four stretch. That's it. Reaching towards that leg. And let's switch sides. So the other foot comes in. So bring this foot in. Extend that leg. And reach out. And you reach and touch your toes. So for those of you who are doing this at the with the camera, you're bringing the other leg into a figure four stretch.
There's a stool.
There is a stool. Whose stool is that?
Jacob's.
Yeah. So again, sometimes I will choose to edit my son out of these videos, but other times I think it's good to add in, showing that you have to keep things real. And you can't always have the perfect workout environment, and you just have to keep it going and do what you can. Okay, and then into a kneeling position, and we're getting a nice hip flexor stretch. So you want to push into that hip, shoelaces down. We did this one the other day. I think this is a really good one if you can get the concept of it. So once you're in the stretch, what you're wanting to do is actively push your back shoelace down and almost try to straighten that back leg. So almost straighten your back leg, but not quite. So you're just almost taking a little bit of pressure off that back knee. And what that should do is you actively push your shoelace into the ground. Should accentuate the stretch in through that hip flexor. 3, 2, 1. Shift over to the other side. Shift your hips forward. Establish a stretch in that back hip flexor. Push down with your shoelaces. And hold 5, 4, 3, so you're almost straightening that back leg, pushing the shoelaces down. 3, 2, 1, and release. And we will finish off with one of my favorite stretches. Up against the wall, your glute stretch. Make sure all the children's toys are out from underneath you so you don't sit on them. Cross, or put one foot, bent knee up against the wall, cross the ankle over. And we're getting a nice glute stretch. And hold. And just make sure when you're doing this, hips are square. Make sure the bum isn't way off the ground. And switch to the other side. Cross the ankle over top. And hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And that's it. Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll see you next week. We've got 2 more installments of HIIT 3.3. Oh, look at all the toys we've got in here now. It's a regular fun house. Talk to you soon.